you see what we have here, it's really sad that all of this was going to be thrown away or burned. So it's really to create another avenue and extend the life of these fibers and this material. Fabscrap is a nonprofit that essentially creates a thrift store for fabric. So we work with design companies in the city to take their unwanted textiles and then make them available for students, artists, crafters for reuse. Prior to starting Fabscrap, I worked at New York City's Department of Sanitation, and I was running the city's clothing recycling program. When I was there, a lot of designers reached out to me asking what they could do with their fabric waste that wasn't garments yet, just unused yardage. And there wasn't really a good place for me to send them. And so after about 30 designers reached out to me there, I realized this was a true need, and that group of designers really became the springboard and foundation for Fabscrap. The way it works is we pick up unwanted fabric from design offices. It's sorted here by volunteers, and we're sorting for two things. We're sorting for what's recyclable and what's reusable. So any piece that's over a yard, we save for reuse, and that's what's around me. And any small piece that isn't big enough for reuse, we sort by fiber content for recycling. So most of that gets shredded and it becomes insulation or carpet padding. It's also used in moving blankets, dog beds. There's a lot of different uses for that shredded fabric fibers. A few of the brands that we work with include Marc Jacobs, Express, Eileen Fisher, Oscar de la Renta, Mara Hoffman, MM LaFleur. There's a bunch. We're working with over 150 brands now. The main goal of Fabscrap is obviously to keep fabric out of landfill. I think there's a lot of reasons why this is important. One would be not everything in every fabric decomposes and breaks down, and so any synthetic material will never decompose and becomes part of the water system. Also, just for a lot of people, buying new fabric isn't really the most sustainable way to design. So by buying secondhand like this, you're really preventing a lot of new material from being produced. We've collected so far about 100,000 pounds of textiles. We've also had about 600 volunteers work with us to help us sort the material. As a thank you, we give all volunteers 5 pounds of fabric for free. So it's really to create another avenue and extend the life of these fibers and this material.